Hey everyone, it's Renee from Nerd Orchard with another Freebie Friday video. Today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about hex codes. Hex codes are something that we use when we're dealing with colors. So if we are making anything with graphics, infographics, sort of web design, HTML, CSS, things like that, you might be dealing with hex codes. And hex codes look like this. It has a hashtag here and then basically 6 spots that need to be filled. Now it's called a hex code because it is a hexadecimal system here. We work on a base 10 with our number system from 0 to 9, that's 10 digits. With hexadecimal, we're working with a base 16. So it's the numbers 0 through 9 and then the letters A through F, and that will give you 16 options. So there are 16 options for each space here to fill. It can be either 0 through 9 or A through F. So here you can see we've got the color red right here as represented by this hex code, which is FF0000. Now the first two places here represent red, the second two represent green, and the third two represent blue. So if you have FF here, that means it's fully saturated. F is the highest we can go. So we've got full red here and no green, no blue. If you were to change this to 0 for red, and let's fully saturate the blue here, or excuse me, the green, and now we've got green. Everything else is at 0. We can do the same thing to get blue. And then if you want to take out everything, you've got black, everything at 0. And if you wanted white, everything would be F. Okay, so you can see this as an illustration down here. When you're looking at this sort of color gauge, you can see if you move this in different sections, you're going to change the red, the green, and the blue, which then changes your hex code up here. So the hex code for this color is BC363D. Now the point is that every single color out there has its own hex code. So you know that you can use the same colors exactly by using the hex codes. Let me show you some things here that we can look at to choose colors and how the colors are organized. So here are some colors sorted by hex codes. Obviously these are blues and greens, and you can see each one has a color name that you can use in HTML and CSS, but it also has its hex code here as well. So you can see how all of the different hex codes represent different colors. You can also look up colors by groups. We are in w3schools.com right now checking this out. But here, for example, you can see the different pinks. Then it moves on to purples, and then reds, yellows, oranges, etc. You can also look at the shades of the colors if you are looking for different shades of gray. Here you go with the different hex codes of all of the different shades of gray. Okay, and it just continues on from there. There are some websites that you can go to easily look up and help you choose hex codes. So this is called hexcolortool.com. And this just gives you a sliding scale here where you can create colors on your own using the sliding scale. It will also let you lighten colors and show you the working palette down here, darken colors, and then also give you complementary colors to the colors that you choose. Okay, so that is hexcolortool.com. Then another one that I like is color-hex.com. So this one will already have some of the favorite colors out there listed, of course you can search by name or hex code. You can look at different palettes that have been created lately that others have created. And it's nice to have a palette that somebody else has created, because it is very difficult to create these palettes sometimes and make them look reasonable when you're choosing your own colors. You can also look at the popular palettes. So here's one that would have, for example, Google colors. This one is Harry Potter, so we've got Gryffindor colors. So you can look around and search as well for different color palettes like that. If you are into sports, you can also look up the specific hex codes of your sports teams as well. If you want them to be exactly the colors that they use, then you can look up their hex codes just by searching. That's really all for today. I just wanted to give you a quick introduction to what a hex code actually is and what you can do with it. Now if you see these anywhere, you'll actually know what they mean. So check out some sites, look around at hex codes, and give it a try next time you see it. That is all for now. Until next week, take care.